Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Vestaangelstarot Incorporated. This is going to be a personal reading, and I'm going to name this person Latriece. Okay. Um, so what came out in your pre-shuffle was the Aquarius, and at the bottom of the deck was Aries. Now, you don't necessarily have to be this zodiac sign, of course, but whatever this Mars and Uranus energy right here. Uranus is about your hopes, wishes, and dreams, okay? Something that you are hoping to do, wishing to do, or something like that that you're manifesting right now. And it's about time for you to take energetic action or have the willpower to do it or complete it. Okay, now we're nowhere near Aries season. So to me, this is talking about Mars. So you can have a strong Leo in your chart, or your seventh house could be a Leo, or you have Leo placement somewhere in your chart. So when Mars go into Leo toward the end of this week, it's going to change or come out something new and different about you. It could be finally the epiphany or the action or the decision that you finally do and make, that's going to give you that spark, to give you that what you already been thinking about. Okay, something that you already know that you should be doing, or something that you know you have to do it on your own. Okay, because it's going to take something, it seems to me, as a individualistic and very opinionated way for you to speak and the way you should move. Okay, now in the text that you sent me, you really just told me a story, but you didn't really give me any clear questions to find out or to ask. Um, so only thing that I seen was about a job or something like that. Okay. You were saying something about making a decision about a job, and something was going on about your job, but you didn't really ask me other than what should you do. Um, I mean, I can give you what it says out in the reading, but at the end of the day, it's your own willpower. Of course, you know that, right? And it's also your own decision. Um, I feel that sometimes that we should not rely on the readings to help us to make a decision, because your own intuition is already telling you what to do. Okay, so I know you're very smart, you're very energetic, and you're just probably using this as a second guessing. But I feel with this Aquarius and with this Aries that come out, you already like what to do. Okay. And this should be something that you probably will be all ready to get ready to tackle. Okay. All right. It was something that came up on my screen all of a sudden, so I had to remove it. Now it's all about the willpower. You like when you're ready to do it, you need to use an unconventional way to do it. Okay, so that means somewhat out of the ordinary, when you make this decision, or the way you go about doing it. The people that you usually go through, you may need to go around or go through somebody else. This also going to be some type of discovery that you had or that you will have. And it's going to be something different about you. Maybe, you've always been concrete in what you did, and you always stayed in something till the end, and you breaking free out of this. And it can also be for you going toward an individualistic dream that you have to work for something else, to work for yourself, or to do something else, or for another company. Okay. But I feel that you're going to need to be honest and have the strength within yourself and about the situation, and to put your desires up front. Okay. I feel that's really what it is right now, to put your desires up you want. Okay. Now, this also could be when the Mars, like I said, move into Leo toward the end of this week. And you also may have Gemini somewhere in your chart dealing with Mercury or Uranus. I don't really deal with the outer planets of Uranus, but I haven't checked actually, but Uranus may be retrograde okay, in one of your houses right now. So by you finally taking action and having that willpower to do so, that can maybe activate a wish for you. Okay. I hope the screen is not too dark for you. Okay. Because it always look one color on my laptop, but then when I see it on camera or on video, it looks a little lighter. So I hope it's not too dark. All right. So let's see. Miss Latrice, you got a house card. So like I was saying, something could be activated in your chart. By now, you've been a loyal subscriber for a very long time. You know I do and practice Vedic Sidereal. Down in my about section and at the bottom of my videos, I do have links to Cosmic Insight, not sponsored, to where you can put in your birthday and everything like that and do your Vedic Sidereal chart. Okay, so you can see where Uranus and Mars is being activated in what house. So we have the 10th house. This is the same card that came out in today's reading, dated July the 24th, and we talked about the Justice card and the Ten of Swords. So I'm pretty sure maybe you may catch up later with that reading if you didn't see it today as of July the 24th or 23rd. Your achievements and status in the outside world. So 10th house, like I said, is your career. It's Capricorn. Okay? So what you really wish to do or want to do for your career is really bothering you right now. Okay? And you really need to be honest and have the strength within yourself to take that courage and willpower and finally make a decision about what you finally want to do, when you're going to go after it, and how you're going to go after it. Now, you may also, like in your text, say that you might have to lose or leave something to go after something else. But if you've already been wishing to do that or desiring to do it, why haven't you already done it? Okay, maybe you're already making preparations because you're gathering this willpower to do it. But just be honest with yourself. Also be honest with the people who are involved regarding the business that you need to leave and where you're going. Okay. I feel that you are following your calling now. And it's like you're finally listening to your own decision. You also could be thinking about how much of a dedication that you have been putting into a particular place and that you did not receive the outcome that you wanted, which was everything that you found out or discovered about the people or the company that you were working for. And, you put a lot of work and dedication into that because going to the 10th, it comes from the 8th house of Scorpio. Okay, which is how much work and dedication that you have already put into something. So now, you're trying to discover, is this the right move? Should I continue to stay here? So let's see. All right, so we have Pisces of 12th house, which is like an ending. Now, at this particular job, and you hear me say this about 12th house of Pisces all the time, it's about overdoing something, whether it's eating, drinking. I'm not saying necessarily you, but the house of Pisces is about overdoing something, such as overeating, drinking too much, smoking too much. It could be also losses. It also is the house of frenemies. Okay, so you could be learning of some people you thought were your friends were really not your friends, and they've been hating on you or really are frenemies. It is also about connecting more to source and things that happen behind the scenes that you don't never see or know. Okay. Now, it's also about losses, like I said. So it's kind of like you will have a loss or you already have experienced a loss when it comes to 10th house of your career. Okay. So this could be the transition that you're about to have, that you're about to do, or that you're thinking about doing right now. The energy is wistful, endless loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. So I'm going to put that up there so you can see it. So the things that have been happening behind the scenes, it has been confusing you because maybe since it's happening behind the scenes, in other words, it hasn't been happening up front. Something that you have seen, something that you have noticed or not have been aware of. Okay. And it also is happening behind the scenes because it's trying to lead you into the direction that you need to go for your career. Okay. So things that were hidden also will be shown in the light. Okay. The star card. And it's going to be revealed. Now, you also may need to, 12th house is also, a little bit of ego. So make sure that you're not using your ego in the worst scenario. Okay, you may need to loosen up a little bit of your ego regarding something. And to be a little bit more forgiving and passionate. Now, that may not be necessarily toward or about your career, but something else in your life. If it resonates, it resonates. Okay. Now we have 8th house of Pluto in reverse. And this is 8th house of Scorpio, or associated with Scorpio. And let me see. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. So by this coming in reverse, you may feel like if you leave this situation and or job, that you will not transform into something else bigger and better. You may feel like you may not rise above if you was to leave this job and go to something else. Not really sure to take this leap of faith forward and to have this rebirth transformation. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that you're not scared to do it, but you could be hesitant because you may not feel that you can recover financially, career 10th house, and to take this loss. Okay. So we got 10, 8, 10, 12. If those numbers resonate. And really, we got 1, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay. All right. Top of the deck. Like I've been already feeling Uranus was around. Because Uranus is a rebel planet. Okay. It likes to shake stuff up, Uranus. Even though it's the ruler or the house governed for Aquarius, which is about your hope, wishes, and dream. But in order to have your hope, wishes, and dreams, you got to shake stuff up. You can't have a wish or a dream to come true with things very stagnant, dormant. You're not taking a leap of faith, like it says on the Pluto card here. It has to be a potential for sudden change, an enlightenment, an awakening. Okay. And that enlightenment and awakening is coming from the Pluto energy here, saying that you must have a rebirth in this particular situation. And again, it can be about your career because the first card is the strongest, which is the 10th house. Now we have 8th. Oh, we got 3. So we got 8, 7, and Mercury. Remember I just said something about Gemini? So 8th house of Scorpio came out. Anyway, this transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. Okay, so in your relationships, dealing with other people, and also your career. Remember, I told you that it goes from the 8th to the 10th about how much work and dedication that you have been putting into something. You may not want to feel that you should leave it because you may not can rebuild. Okay, but it's a transformational area, and it's about the resources that you share with people. Um, such as your family, and or it also is shared resources such as how you get paid from a company, right? It's going to be some more communication to come out with Mercury right here, especially when Mercury, I feel, is going direct or went direct into Cancer, if it hasn't already, leaving Gemini. Um, how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel is going to be very important for you right now. So that could be traveling back and forth, going to different job interviews. That could also be the type of communication that you get, what you hear around the scenes, behind the scenes. Um, it also could be from friends. It also can be the way that you are writing what you need to write down, such as what you're putting on your resume, what you're writing as what you sing to a cause and effect of something, like as being a witness. Okay. But you do have very intense emotions about either this transformation that must happen or that you're scared to start up, like to start up the transformation when it's dealing with your money, resources, and career. Okay. So now, the seventh house, which is Libra, which is justice, is also about partnerships. And partnerships or seventh house can also be about contracts. So that can be a contract with an employer, a boss, as an employee. That also could be about partnership with maybe in romance. But I feel that this is more about your transformational energy when it comes to your resources, your money, and your career. Okay. This area of your life is about long term, significant partners, romantic, business, or family. So, your relationships also with different people can be transforming. As you change frequency and vibration, I just wanted to remind you because I know you already know. Okay. Some people in different situations and businesses as an employee does get left behind. Maybe you don't want to leave there. You've been there for a minute or you got settled. Maybe it was good pay. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was something you was just doing until you can go and be into your career, which you really hope and wish to do. So this is telling you, yes, it's time for you to move on out of that type of situation. Okay. So we really got three, 1, 3, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Now, like I was talking about with Uranus, however you want to say it, it's all about technology. So maybe you were working with something as a business with technology, or maybe the future business that you wanted to go or move into deals with technology, or it was something that you will need to implement or use as a new tool when it comes to your new job or what you were doing with your old job. Okay. But it is, it's listening also Uranus, your psychic knowledge. Okay. So your intuition has been guiding you here. hmm because it wants you to achieve one of your goals. The devil. So it's overdoing something. Wherever you are at, and you see it says the angel of freedom, wherever you are at is overdoing it. It's too much. It's time to release it. It's time to release that energy away from you and so that your resources can flow. Now remember that even though this is a personal reading, listen to your own intuition and listen to your intelligence. Okay? Because readings are readings and they do take time to plan out. So based off what come out here, make sure you use your own intellect for the timing of this of and finally what you decide to do. Okay? But the devil card is Capricorn and it's landing right on the 10th house. 10th house of career is Capricorn, right? So it's time for you to break that chain and to have this freedom here, okay? Because it's something like you need to achieve out in the world to do. Something also that you have been giving too much energy, time, and effort into it. The word, oh no, that's the Wheel of Fortune, Sag, Jupiter into Aquarius here. The Nine of Swords, overthinking, stressing about the situation. The Angel of Destiny. That's what I was saying about the wheel is turning for you. But if you don't go with the flow of what the universe was already showing you, then you're stagnating your own wish fulfillment, because you always need to be at a certain place at a certain time. But if you stay at something too long, the devil, it's going to be hard for you to rise above because you're dug deeper into the situation than you needed to be. And that also could be staying at one employment too long. Okay, especially when you've been noticing things like the devil at that particular job that is unhealthy, things that been going on behind the scenes, things that you were trying to keep yourself out of or not involved in, and you've been noticing, okay? And you also been slowly noticing the change, the devil next to the Wheel of Fortune. You've been seeing things probably that, didn't suit very well with you. But how you were feeling, how could you get yourself out of that without affecting your resources and going on or moving on to the next job? So we have the King of Swords in reverse. Decisions. That's what I'm saying about decisions. You haven't finally made a decision, but the Wheel of Fortune is saying change is here. Change is coming. Because it's overstressing you. You're putting too much of a commitment into it. Okay? It's too much of a chain that you are not breaking. Okay? Healing in reverse. The Four of Swords. So I already know you've been thinking about this, okay? But, it's gonna affect you in the long run with unnecessary stress. That you're now gonna have to heal yourself over. You're thinking about it over and over and over again. You haven't really, it's making you upset. It's making you irate, because you're lingering and making a decision within yourself, and you haven't told the company most likely how you feel, or you kind of stayed out of the situation. So it's blocking your healing process too, because you're into something or at a company that you're not happy, you're not content, you don't feel at ease, there's too much going on. The Hermit, Virgo, Angel of Reflection. Okay, so take time to continue to go within to get your own insight and wisdom about this decision that you need to make. Okay, but it's time to start this healing process by the Phoenix rising above what you're in right now by moving on. So you're going to make a decision very soon. See, choices in reverse. Soon as I said that, choices in reverse, Seven of Cups. I don't feel you're confused. You're just wanting insight, but you have the answer already. It's not even about the reading. You should be listening to yourself. You know what's the right thing to do. Okay? I mean, jobs are opening up so much more. You may still be very scared to go out and to be around certain people or go back and work, for a company that you worked for before because of the C19. But it can be some choice you already made recently. Nope. Well, yes. The Ace of Swords in the upright. So victory is here. I think it's just like I said. It's all about the decision you finally make. Because Uranus or Uranus already stirred up the situation that you're in, where you're at. Okay? And it is like asking you to be a rebel. Uranus rules over Aquarius, right? And Aquariuses are very eccentric, outgoing, outspoken, very opinionated, do things out the box, out of the ordinary. Don't waste any time about making a decision. Don't care about how nobody see them. They speak up. They do. You may have Aquarius, a lot of Aquarius in your chart. Okay. The Aquariuses are the water bearers. Okay. So it's kind of asking you to be vulnerable to a point where that you're trusting the universe that is trying to help you to get out of a situation that you already see you need to remove yourself from. Just by staying out of it is not taking you from the energy consistent of the Capricorn, well, the Devil card. Okay? Just by staying out of a situation, that don't remove you from the Devil card here. You must change. And once you change or start or initiate or go with the flow, it's going to relieve or take you out of the stress about seeing and going through things that you see and do every day. Okay? You also maybe had to cuss somebody out lately, maybe at work, in a personal relationship, with a family member, with a friend. And maybe it didn't really sit well with you. So now you're trying to figure out, do I talk back to the person? Do I tell my employer what I've seen? I don't want to get involved. I want to stay hidden, the hermit, you know. But I really need to make a choice, or you're about to make a choice and you're about to say yes. Now, the Ace of Swords, this card coming in reverse, it turns it into upright, which means that your next applications or whatever that you do is going to be a yes. Okay. But you have to apply for it. You have to put it out on paper. Remember, it said Mercury, how you write, talk, and speak, communicate. You have to fill out those applications to the next place where you want to go for it to be a yes. The Wheel of Fortune will make it a yes. Okay. Now, you also have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, isolation. So this transition also can help you financially. Okay. Help you to be able to let you out of some of these stressful bills. Maybe it's just maybe one or two of them. Also stop you from maybe you're going to work and coming home, because your resources are tight right now. But once you make that change, all of that will also change. All right. So look at there. You also could be affected by this Capricorn moon. We got the Devil card again. Okay. Now that can be your 1 and 7th. Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius. All right. Pisces. What is that? Pisces, Aries, 8th house, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra. Is it Libra, Aries, Gemini, Sag? Okay. I'm just thinking about the 1 and 7th. So, being a Cancer or have Cancer in your chart, the reason why Capricorn keep coming out is because Vedic Sidereal, we just had a Capricorn moon. Okay? So, again, it says being realistic, keeping your eyes on the prize, being ambitious, prudent, constant, wise, conservative, resourceful, tenacious, and disciplined. You've been very disciplined about how you've been, you know, keeping your eyes on the prize about what you want as a wish fulfillment. Okay? You're very disciplined. The Hermit card is coming out. You also could be not very sexually active right now or at all. But it's still some over compulsion here when it comes to, you pick it. You already know what it is. Okay? Maybe you're putting more hours in at this place and you're overdoing it, but you're not getting the recognition or whatever you need from this company, and it's just too much going on there. Okay? You also are still looking for your lover here, okay, as a soulmate. See, this is what you're scared. You're scared to be the lead and to do what you need to do to be first. Okay? Maybe you also can't get anything done at the job that you're at. You just don't have the drive force to finish first, or to you don't want to be in no competition up there at that job. Okay. And then also by this card coming in reverse, wherever you're going next, maybe it won't be no competition. But you also could be feeling like you won't turn out very successful, not having the drive force and the willpower to win and to dominate. You're not being very persistent to remove yourself from a current situation. This also could be somebody you're dealing with. Okay. Now, whatever's going on right now is going to determine what's coming from your 8th house. Okay. So if you're not putting a lot of effort into a relationship and or a job right now, your outcome as the 10th, you won't be successful. Okay. And you won't finish first. So you need to let this 8th house, like the tower, to happen so it can burn down. The Phoenix came out in reverse so that you can rebuild or rise from the action as a rebirth. Okay, so that means, yes, you may have to start over when it comes to your career and or a certain situation or person. Next, we have like the Mercury again. Like I said, you're going to get some type of letter, phone call, text, emails. You also could be taking notes at your job about what you see, about what's going on. But you're going to get some news. You're going to get some news. Can be also from an application that you put in. It also could be somebody is going to contact you. And you also may actually stand out when it comes to your resume in some type of way where there's no competition, and they do choose you. Okay, they may feel that you're very disciplined. You're very constant in what you do, very good in note keeping or writing or working with Microsoft Word or PowerPoint or whatever it deals with, and like data entry or putting in information when it comes to those type of apps, or files or whatever, Microsoft Power, Excel and all that, right? I don't think you got no record, okay, that may be holding you back. But it also could be some records or something like that that you may need to find or to get. Okay, or make sure that you're keeping records of your pay, of your hours. Okay, so the balance: centered, meditate, awareness, just right, equality, I'm sorry, well-being, and feeling complete. This is just saying that you need to, continue to balance yourself. The Four of Swords, the Hermit, the King of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Swords. Okay, your sense of well-being is being affected by the stress and the things that you see, the talk, the conversation, the devil card with the letter, the level of communication that you get or not getting. You're just tired of all of it. Okay. The magnet, wanting to release yourself from it. Yeah, it's time to release yourself from this obstacle. You no longer desire it anyway. And you're slowly losing the magnetic charm for it, or the magnetic force. Okay, and this new magnet is here wanting you to connect with something new as a new sense of attraction. Okay. Now, I really don't see this as a love situation, but it can be. And I'm hearing right now, like everything that I'm saying about this job or about your career is also saying about your love life, or who you want to date, or who you dating or wanting to start back dating. Okay. A good sign or an omen: baggage, burdens, feeling cursed, guilt, shame, and regret. of course, number one, you're not cursed. Okay? But it's just time for you to release this baggage. And it can be like, maybe it's decent income right now, but it's not really something that you want to do. So what are you going to do? Are you going to have the persistence to go after what your dream is as a certain career, and also could be entrepreneurship, but you're scared of the lack of resources that you may have, you know. But you may need to do that and also find some type of other career so that you can get out of this complicated circumstance, because you're being strung along. Okay? Because everybody else is still working there, or nobody else has said nothing, then you're not going to say nothing. It's kind of like it's trying to get you from all being tied up into this situation, and it's very tangled, but it's time for you to unravel it, because this card came in reverse. So you still have yourself raveled up in this. Okay? But it's time to release yourself. And it's not puzzling. It's about making a choice and a decision. That's what keep coming out. You're not speaking up as the King of Swords. Okay? Willing to communicate, say what you know, write down what you know, turn that in to whoever you need to, speak your truth. That's all of the King of Swords. Fireworks, chemistry. Like I said, this reading also pertains to your love life, your dating life, but mostly your career. So I didn't even really need to separate it. Okay. Passion, chemistry, lust, kissing, exhilaration, holiday, celebration, explosive, hot sex. So this also could be, like I said, regarding a relationship or somebody that you just like, or maybe somebody have chemistry for you, but you're the hermit. Okay. So you're trying to understand the situation, waiting on a sign, because you don't want no baggage, you don't want no burden. Maybe you don't really desire this person like that to come out of being celibate. Um, you just want a good sense of well-being and stop the stress, right? So this also could be a person that will reach out to communicate to you because they still have the sense of attraction for you. Now, this also could be the timing of the next holiday that you may finally make a decision about your career, or that you will get some type of memo at your job about communication, what has been going on. Do anybody know this? Do anybody know that? It's going to be a choice to you to write a letter. And don't feel any shame or regret that it says right here. Okay? Because you want to keep yourself out of it. You don't want to be tangled or tied up in this circumstance at that place. And it's also, like I said, it could be the next timing of a holiday. So what is that? It also could be around your birthday, if we didn't miss it already. Or something, or somebody came back to you or messaged you around your birthday. It also could be, what is that? September. So is that Labor Day? Is that Labor Day? I get them mixed up sometimes. So September, I know, is something like Labor Day. And we also have Father's Day coming up. It don't have anything to do about the father, but I'm talking about these man-made holidays, okay? And after that, that's Father Day, Labor Day. It could be somebody's birthday, maybe somebody that interested in you, okay, may disclose that they still have passion for you, or they may exude or show you that they are lusting for you, okay? Now, this also could be something that blow up at work. Not literally. I hope not. Okay. I don't mean it like that. I mean something that's very, I don't want to use the word explosive, but something that comes out of nowhere. Some news, a memo, some gossip at work, you know, something about shutting down at the company, or a group of employees got fired or laid off or got locked up. But it's going to be some fireworks. Can be, like I said, at your home. Maybe you did fireworks at home, or your children. Maybe you're going to see fireworks for Labor Day as a date. Somebody may ask or message you, do you want to go do that? And also it could be, like I said, something going to come out, at the job that you're at. And it's going to be all talk. It's just going to be like fireworks. Like, I can't believe that happened. And it's going to be a lot of exhilaration. And, let me get the last card for you. And it also could be around that time that you start to make a decision finally. Okay, by the time of the next holiday, starting from July the 25th on down. Yep, there it go. Like I said, the ship's moving forward. Okay, you also waiting on some packages, but you may also find a vehicle that you like, that you may decide to purchase. It also could be a vacation or trip, or this could be your separation from this job. Okay, and it may feel like a vacation because you're tired of dealing with the mess of the employees up there. But you could have been thinking about a mini vacation. You also could be going somewhere tropical or somewhere very passionate, like as some type of beach, or a boat ride, maybe a cruise. But you're soon gonna have movement. It can be just unexpectedly. Okay. And it may not even be at your fault or your decision. It could be made for you. Okay. This decision could be made for you, that it's time for you to move along. Um, you know, and you're pretty much down with it. You like, okay, I'm ready to go anyway. This is what I see. You're going to be very happy once you do leave and decide to go. Yeah, see the lion causing you to be majestic, take authority, building up your self-esteem, to have that courage and the willpower to act like this lion, okay, and be more devoted towards your own heart-centered and take care of what you need to do for yourself. It's time for fair and just equality. And it also could be that maybe you're being a little stubborn with pride and ego if you got a lot of Leo in your chart. Okay. But it's time for you to sit in that pride and ego and take authoritative measures. Yes? All right. Wisdom, the oracle. It's something here. Yes, don't be fickle. Okay? Don't be too much of a fickle pickle when it comes to love and about your own wisdom. Don't be fickle over your own wisdom. Trust your own wisdom. You also could be acting kind of pride and egoish towards somebody who maybe like you, but you're too much as the hermit to really maybe pay this person any attention. Okay? And it's whatever. If you feel that this person is more just about lust, then yeah. But make sure you are using your wisdom when it comes to situations, okay? Bottom of the deck is destiny. The star card, Wheel of Fortune, you already got both on the table. Taking a chance, is it going to be yes or no? Because it came out sideways. You also had clarity, like I said, speaking your truth, understanding your wisdom, speaking your wisdom with the Ace of Swords, King of Swords over there, and handwriting. So this could be you, like I said, making your resume out, signing a letter or some type of email saying that you're leaving. Can be like a 2-week notice. It also is signing of a type of contract, whether it's about a car whether it's about signing a contract or something, maybe going on a cruise. And it's all in the you being authentic. Okay, you also could be writing up a note or a letter about what you know about a situation. They may be asking you to do that. But you're about to sign some new paperwork. Okay. You're about to sign some new paperwork. You may also feel that somebody is your twin flame here. Okay. But unlikely. And choose a new direction. I can't make this stuff up. You know, these are the angel answer oracle cards. You're going to get the clarity of when and where. Okay, it could be after maybe you get a letter or a memo or an email, or you may need to send one or give somebody that. It's like your 2-week notice. Moving in a new direction. You already got the ship card, like the 3 of Wands or the Chariot. It's time to move on. Okay, and this card came in concerning energy. You're not quite ready yet. But you're going to get the clarity, and you're going to have to turn within and get the wisdom from yourself. Not just about the oracle cards that are here on the table. Okay, because you're unlikely to do anything about it right now. So it's holding up your wish fulfillment. So it's going to continue to make you keep trying to rise above the phoenix here from the ashes. Something that's burning down right now, but the universe is trying to help you rebuild it, but you won't leave. Now, if you already left this situation, okay, you may feel like unlikely you weren't really ready to do this. But don't be fickle about the decision that you did make, because it's turning out very fortunate for you. So you were scared to make that chance, or you also are scared to give somebody a yes or no answer. Also could be about a date. It could be their birthday coming up. They may ask you out on a date or some type of celebration or a party, a barbecue, a birthday party, something like that. Okay. And you may have to travel a little bit. It could be 20, 30 minutes away, an hour away. You don't have to be on the other side of the world. But you will be going by bus, plane, or car. But I feel that you will take that trip. I think you need it. Okay. So that could be something coming up for you. You may feel like, okay, I'm not ready to date nobody. I don't want to go off on some type of mini trip with somebody. Or, you know, it also could be to go see your family in another state or in another city, somewhere around where you stay. Okay? Because they're having some type of party, a celebration, a wedding, a baby shower. It also sometimes could be funeral. Okay? It also could be like a summer party, a pool party, and they may be popping fireworks out there, the children out in the yard or something like that late at night. You also can meet somebody there. But I need you to be very authentic and sign off on what you need to sign off on, okay? No is at the bottom of the deck. So you take that how it resonates with you. I'm not here to make you understand what this no mean, what this unlikely mean. You know, it says choose a new direction, but you're not ready to. So only you will know what that means for you. Okay. Well, thank you so much. And if you have any questions about it, always rewind this and play it again. And you know my readings does take time to play out. Okay. If some of this has already happened, then look for the other parts of the reading that is not resonating with you, and that can be like your future outcome or part of your future outcome. Okay, but Mars have not moved into Leo yet. Okay, we got a couple more days till that, so things can start to change in a new direction, right? Because you did have the Leo card right here and over there too, right? All right, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.